Hi guys. So I was interested in finding out how are we dealing with COVID-19, who is winning the race against the virus, which countries are doing good and which countries are doing bad. So I pulled the data of COVID-19 cases per country. I have data until 7th of April and I'm going to base my analysis on growth factor, which is defined as number of new cases today divided by number of new cases yesterday. If you are interested in finding out more about growth factor or exponential growth in general, there is a really nice video from Grant Sanderson. I have put the link in the description. You should definitely check it out. So now first let's calculate how are we doing at global scale. How is the growth factor at global scale? So I just sum up all the numbers for individual countries and then we have global case numbers, and then I will calculate the growth factor. So here you can see I have plotted the growth factor. The blue line indicates the growth factor of confirmed cases based on the daily data. So I just calculate, I just divide the new cases of a day and then divided by new cases of yesterday. So today divided by yesterday. And as you can see, there are some spikes in the data because different countries have different testing capabilities. Also there is some lag in the data between the tests are being done and it is published to the normal public. So that's why I decided to do a moving average of confirmed cases over last 5 days, and after that I calculated the growth factor, and as you can see it's quite smoothened out, and in my opinion this gives us a much better picture of how are we dealing with COVID-19 at a global scale. So this is the reason I decided to do a moving average over 5 days. So let's plot the growth factor over last few days. I have plotted from 26th of March to 7th of April, and as we talk the growth factor is dangling around 1, which is kind of a good news because in the previous days it was always higher than 1, and now we are dangling around 1, which is bit of a relief. But again, we have some lag in the data. Different countries have different capacities for testing, so we don't know. And also there could be there could be a very huge spread in the countries which who haven't even started doing a lot of testing. So time will tell how it progresses, but I would say last 3 or 5 days looks better than before. Okay, so let's look at the individual country level, which countries are doing good and which countries are doing not so good so far. So for this analysis, I just took the countries, or I just considered the countries who have more than 5,000 confirmed cases. And the reason to do that was that once I realized that until you reach certain threshold of 1,000 or 5,000 cases, countries do not have reliable data. So there is a lot, again there is a different testing capacities, so that's why I just consider the countries who have more than 5,000 cases. I think that data is more reliable, and the growth factor I'm calculating is moving average over 3 days in this case, and then the date is 7th of April. So as of 7th April with 3 days moving average, France has the highest growth factor, which is 2, meaning that every day the number of new cases are doubling up. If they have 1,000 new cases today, tomorrow there will be 2,000. Then we have Brazil. This is also a bit of concern, 1.612. Then Russia 1.3, Norway 1.26, and Czechia has 1.229. So in these countries, the virus is spreading rapidly, or at least that's what the test data shows. And then let's look at the countries who are doing better in terms of growth factor. So Canada has the lowest growth factor of 0.59, South Korea 0.734, United Kingdom 0.766. We have seen a rapid rise in number of deaths in UK in recent days, but at least the spread is slowing down. Then we have Israel 0.7 and then Netherlands 0.79. Yeah, so these are the 10 countries to watch out for. These countries should go down and these countries should try to go down in terms of growth factor. Yeah, those are my 2 cents, and I hope it gives you some insights into the growth factor. And all the code and all the data links are in the description, so please check them out. And thanks for watching.